Israeli leader is widely expected to use this visit to dampen any enthusiasm about Iran's new president, Hassan Rouhani. Despite Tehran's toughening tone, Israelis remain deeply skeptical of Iran's nuclear intentions. It is clear there is a long-standing mutual distrust between Tehran and Tel Aviv. Yet it might be surprising to know that Iran has a thriving Jewish community with deep roots in the country. Reza Sayer reports.
At Abri Shami Synagogue, a rabbi leads worshippers in prayer. Then a ceremony to celebrate the Jewish holiday of Sukkot. At Musa bin Imran School, the headmaster welcomes an all-Jewish student body. At Tabu restaurant, patrons dig into kosher food. And at this intensive care unit, nurses tend to patients at a charity hospital founded and run by Jews. Sure, it may seem like we're in Israel, but in fact, we're in the Islamic Republic of Iran. Are you happy in Iran?
Of course, we are happy in Iran.
Siamak Mossadegh is a Jewish lawmaker in Iran's parliament. In his office, Moses on one wall, Iran's supreme leader on the other. Are you under any pressure to stay in Iran?
There is no specific pressure for the Iranian Jew.
Would you prefer to live anywhere else other than Iran?
I only prefer to live in Iran.
If you're not familiar with Middle Eastern history, you may be surprised to learn roughly 10 to 20,000 Jews live in Iran, according to the Jewish community. Most of them born and raised here. Jews have lived in modern-day Iran dating back to 6th century BC, when Persia's King Cyrus released Jews from Babylonian captivity. Some estimates show Iran has the second largest Jewish population in the Middle East outside of Israel. Their numbers have declined over the years, mostly because of migration. Those that remain say they face no discrimination from the majority here. Here they show a lot of respect for Judaism, says Shahnaz Rehanian. It's better than many other places. Everyone here, the Muslims and the Jews, live and work together, says Zarif Satare Shenas. This despite the Iranian government's bitter rivalry with the Jewish state of Israel.
Unfortunately, many of the media in Western countries broadcasting some news about Iran which is much far from the reality.
Mossadegh rejects allegations that Iran and its government are enemies of Jews.
In the history of Iran, you cannot find even one time that there was organized anti-Semitic phenomena.
Mossadegh says what Iran opposes is the Israeli government's Zionist policies and occupation of Palestinian land.
There is a great difference between being a Jew and being a pro-Israeli Zionist. I think that the behavior of the Israeli regime is not in the direction of Torah and Talmud teachings.
Iranian law says it's illegal for citizens to travel to Israel and come back, but community leaders say the law has yet to be enforced. Some Jews here say they've traveled to Israel, but home remains Iran. Reza Sayer, CNN, Tehran.
Time now to take our second break. We'll be right back. Over now to sports. He just celebrated his 17 years in charge at Arsenal, and he is the longest-serving manager in England by a huge distance. Now, after a few seasons amid increasing criticisms, everything is suddenly going right for Arsene Wenger. His Arsenal side leads the Barclays Premier League and are doing well too in the Champions League. We have details in this report.
The Champions League, top of Group F, and the Barclays Premier League. On Tuesday night here in London, the Gunners host Napoli, who are second in Italy's Serie A after an unbeaten start to the season. Wenger says he has Thomas Rosicky back from injury as he prepares to lock horns again with former Liverpool and Chelsea boss Rafa Benitez.
I think he's a top-class manager, and he has proven that. And so when you're confronted with his teams, you know it will be always difficult, but we are up for it. We want to do it, and I feel we have the confidence to do it.
Time now to join the Central Forecast Office for a look at the day's weather report. Bring you the weather report, but before we end this edition of the news, a quick reminder of our headlines. National Assembly members have given the report on the 2013 Annual Consultative Conference of Speakers of African Parliaments and Clerks a Clean Bill of Health. Red Cross volunteers operating in the West Coast region and Canifing municipality have been familiarizing themselves with basic community health and first aid as part of efforts aimed at mitigating the effects of disasters. Days after Kenyan law enforcement officers ended the deadly siege of the Westgate Mall, lawmakers are preparing to grill top security officials over suspected intelligence failures in the lead-up to the attack. And U.S. President Barack Obama and Israeli President Benjamin Netanyahu are preparing to meet at the White House to discuss a broad range of issues ranging from the Iranian nuclear issue to the conflict in Syria. That's all in this edition of the news. Thank you very much for watching. Join us at 10 for another bulletin. Meanwhile, enjoy Grts.
the generation of